Hi everybody and welcome to this tutorial for Chris Ria's Driving Home for Christmas. This is a tutorial in which I will show you the chords to that particular tune. Always a very good idea to first learn what the actual chords to the song are, learn the grips of them, and then start adding, as we call it, patterns, rhythmic moves, and techniques to kind of get to the original part. So in this tutorial, we're learning the chords, or in other words, the what, which notes are we going to use. In part 2 of this tutorial, I will teach you the patterns. That is how we transform those given notes, those chords, into what sounds more like the original recording in terms of moves, rhythms, techniques, and whatnot. For this tutorial, very suited both for you beginners as well as a first step for kind of everybody that wants to learn this tune, because this is the harmonic bed, the chords to the tune, Driving Home for Christmas. Let's dive in. So in this tutorial, we're going to take a look at the chords for Driving Home for Christmas. Now, the main theme is 2 chords. This is the intro, as well as what I'd say is, there's kind of 2 parts to the song. I'm not really sure what the chorus and the verse should be, but it's a driving home for Christmas. I can't wait to see those faces. That part and the intro, same chords. Here we go. The first one is an A major 9. Now, as we see, this is built from an A, C sharp, E, then the major 7 is a G sharp, and then a B. This is the voicing that we'll use in our right hand, and then for the left hand, we can just play a root for the moment. First we go over the chords, and I'll show you some different variations on them as well. That moves from that A major 9 to an A6. So what you kind of essentially do is move these top 2 notes a whole note down, both of them, right? So, that's the first move. We'll add the pattern later, right? For now, we'll just take a look at the chords. It's kind of the same chord, but there is this very distinct move within this chord. So from major 9 to 6, A6. So that's the 6. Second chord is a D major 9. So we have a D and an F sharp, an A and a major 7. There is the C sharp, and then a 9 over there is an E. Now we move that E over there and leave out the D to play that with our left hand, right? So we move that D over there. Then we have a voicing like this. Now, from this D major 9 voicing, we're also going to play D6. So essentially it's the same thing, moving from that major 9 to the 6th chord. And the 6th chord over here is played like this, right? So that's D with a 6. So that major 7 turns into a 6, and this 9 turns into a root. So as opposed to the top 2 notes, it's now the top and the bottom note that move one down. These middle 2 notes stay at the same place. Right? That's the move within the D chord. And essentially, that is the entire, as I mentioned, that's the chords for the intro, as well as for where he sings, driving home for Christmas. I can't wait to see those faces. As you see, when you just know these shifts and these 2 chords, you can play a large part of the tune. The very first part where we get to different chords is, and it's been so long since you were near me. Right? That is where the chords change. So I'd say that is the B part, but I'm not really sure if we'd call that the verse or the chorus, honestly. Maybe I'd say that's the verse. Anyway, it's the other part. The other part, the chords go like this. Again, first I'm just going to show you the chords. If you just manage to grab those grips and sing over it, you're already that's a very easy way, and a very good first step to learn any tune, by the way, but a very easy way to kind of, play the entire song, essentially. Obviously, you miss some nuances, but we'll get into those later. So, first one is a C sharp minor 7. So this is your C sharp, regular C sharp minor with a C sharp, an E, and a G sharp, and then a B on top makes it a 7. So we can invert it like this, for instance. Right? And then for now, I'll play just roots in the left hand. Again, I'll show you some dress up techniques maybe in a second. So long. That is F sharp minor 7. So F sharp is over there. I'm leaving it out in the right hand. By the way, I did the same thing just now with the C sharp, right? So I moved that over there. F sharp, same thing. F sharp minor 3rd is the A. Then we go to C sharp, which is the 5th, and then the 7th, minor 7 over there is the E. So I'll grab this, voicing my right hand, and then play the root in the left hand, or octaves. It's kind of a trick immediately to dress it up more, which you can do on every chord. Next one, B minor 7. B minor, B, D, F sharp, and the 7th, minor 7th, is an A. Move that to the bottom over there, and then we have the same kind of voicing that we did for the C sharp minor now on B, with the 7 in the bottom, 3rd, 5th. And then for the E, it's an E sus. So essentially that means D over E. Yeah, let's not get into too much detail over there. What we're playing is D over E. So D is a whole note down from E. D, F sharp, A on E. So we call this chord a pop sus. And then if we make it a D major 7, which is very nice to do in this tune. So D, F sharp, A, and C sharp, which makes a D major 7, but not with a D in the bass, but over E, so with an E in the bass. Yeah, we call that kind of the E sus, the more jazzy version, the E sus 13. So, yeah, when we're reasoning from E, why all these extensions, it's kind of a summarized way to put it with us just sus, but it's a 7th, a 9th, you see that? An 11th and a 13, so kind of a stack of entire of a whole lot of extensions without there actually being any 3rd in there. So kind of that's why it's sus. Yeah. Again, I'm not going to go too much into theoretical detail over here. Playing them after one another sounds like this when we sing a little bit over it as well. And it's been so long since you've been near me to write that song, or whatever he sings. So this is a cool voicing, right? Because you have that melody on top. Right. Driving in my car. That's a driving in my car. I'm driving home. There I would leave out that major 7 and just play D. I'm playing a 4-note voicing now. D. Right? Just copying that A over there. Driving home for Christmas. Then we go back to the first chord. Now, a couple of dress-up things. What you could do is, as I just mentioned, octaves in the bass. You could do that on all chords, right? Driving home for Christmas. I can't wait to see those faces. Right? Octaves. What you also can do is make that shift over here from that. So we have that. Right? You can do that with the left hand. That's kind of cool. Then we can do the same thing. So now I'm playing a 1 and a 5, and that major 7 over there, which is at the top over there as well, to make it quite a bit fuller, right? And then we can do for the, and it's been, so octaves again, it's been so long. For instance, 4 notes, which is nice in this because that's the melody again. And it's been so long since you've been near me, right? Now, that's, as I said, octaves or 1 and 5 works. Driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. And then you have the entire song in terms of chords. If you want to see me make some moves with these chords and kind of add some rhythm, we call that pattern. So this is the what, the notes, the chords are the what, which notes are we going to play? You got all those. And if you just lay them down like this and sing over it, you hear that you're already very close to the original song. So not only a great version for you beginners out there, but also the best first step to take when learning any new song. If you want to see me add some patterns, as we say, which is the how do we play those notes? Which kind of rhythms do we add? How do we break them up to get more to an original, or to add some licks and some signature, how do you say this? Chops, grooves, vamps, whatnot. Those are patterns. I will show that to you in the next tutorial. So if it's already published, click the link below this video or subscribe to be notified, and click that little bell icon to be notified when I publish that one. Guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.